Hey everybody, happy Thursday. It's Suicide Squad Thursday. We are in the car, we just parked, we're going to the movies, we're going to watch it, we're going to tell you about it. You're going to either go see it or not see it depending on what we say, because we have that much power over our audience.
No.
No, not at all. You're probably going to give this video 62 thumbs down like you did with Ghostbusters. But we'll go see the movie and let you know what we think.
Yep.
Look at this line of people that are here to go see the movie now. Oh boy, this movie's gonna make a lot of money. Well, we just went to go see Suicide Squad. What did we think? Let's talk about it. Hello, we're back from seeing Suicide Squad. What'd you think?
It's okay.
What'd you think?
It was alright.
I think it was alright also. Out of 5?
3.
3 out of 5.
I didn't even give it that much. I gave it 2.5.
2.5 on the Mary scale.
Yeah.
Wow. Overall rating from me, 2 out of 5. I think that Suicide Squad was an ambitious movie. It's a movie that when we went to the theater, obviously when I was showing you the line of how many people were there, our theater was completely packed. That was a 7 o'clock showing. And they also had showings at 6 o'clock in 3D and like IMAX or Excel type screens. So there was a lot of people that went to go see this movie tonight. I think it was a really anticipated film, probably even more so than Batman vs. Superman, I would think. Because people love the Joker and people love Harley Quinn.
Yes.
But as far as Joker and Harley Quinn go in the movie, they are parts of the movie.
Yeah.
Joker is a very, very small part of the movie. So if you're going to see this, be advised that Batman is in the movie probably cumulative of maybe 3 to 4 minutes worth of screen time. And Joker possibly has, out of the time period in the movie, maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
What did you like about the movie?
Other people.
The characters?
Yeah.
The actors or the characters themselves?
Both. Well,
Okay.
yeah.
What didn't you like about it?
The plot.
Okay. And you?
Same thing. I thought the actors played the characters awesome. Awesome. Great, great, great. But then the whole story really sucked.
Yeah. I'm the same position. I think when you go to these superhero movies, and they're really, I think, starting to hit this molasses type point where they're becoming repetitive and slow and tired, and we've kind of done a lot of what there is to do with superhero movies, but people go to see them, so Hollywood's going to keep making them. I did not dislike Batman vs. Superman as a film. I'm not the biggest DC fan either, so that for me said a lot. I am much more of a Marvel fanboy and grew up that way, but I did like the Batman vs. Superman movie, probably more so than Suicide Squad for sure, probably for sure. But the characters in this movie were great characters to work with. They were the characters everybody kind of wants to see. These are like the arch villains of our heroes. And Suicide Squad, like comics, the characters in the comics, especially Harley Quinn. I'm a huge Harley Quinn fan from Batman, but the character from the comics doesn't translate to the character that's in the movies. It's just not the same viewing wise, I think. Margot Robbie does a great job, but I cannot stop from looking at her and thinking that she's Jamie Presley from What About Earl? Yeah. It's almost like a dead ringer. She does, I think, an adequate job with the character Harley Quinn. There's times that I really buy into the character, and there's times that I'm just like, oh boy, it's not that great. The other thing that I think folks are going to talk a lot about, even though the Joker doesn't get a lot of airtime, is how Jared Leto does with the Joker compared to, he has big shoes to fill with Jack Nicholson and Heath Ledger, before him. What do you think about Jared Leto?
He's pretty.
He is pretty.
Yeah.
Did you like him as the Joker?
Okay.
Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
I'm going to get, like, Jesse a shirt that just says, Jesse, enthusiasm.
Yeah.
That's basically what he did. Do it again. That is basically Jesse just did Jared Leto's impression of the Joker.
Yes.
And how did you like him?
It was all right. I mean, I grew up with the Joker from years and years and years ago.
I like the one that's dead.
Cesar Romero.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. And I kind of am like completely like spoiled with that one. And I fell in love with Heath Ledger. I mean,
Is that the one that's dead?
yeah,
I like him.
that blew me away. He
owned the character.
He owned it. He completely owned it.
Just like
Jared Leto. I love Jared Leto. But,
Jared Leto is incredibly talented. I love the movies that he's been in. I love the TV work. I love the music.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not a very good Joker at all. I thought that he was abysmal as the Joker, and I don't think that it's his acting ability. I think it's the character that they created for him.
yeah.
On the other hand, Will Smith as Deadshot, I think the consensus from folks going into this was that Will Smith basically doesn't create the Deadshot character. He basically plays himself, as he always does in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like Will Smith?
No.
You didn't like him?
No.
What didn't you like about him?
I like him from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's it.
Did you like Will Smith as the character?
I like Will Smith and everything he does, but like you said, he does play Will Smith. He doesn't. See, I can't really go back and like compare because I don't know some of the characters as in the comics, so I'm clueless on some of them.
I only like him when he goes like...
So, Will Smith, I think he's a marvelous actor. As
Marvelous.
not only has to do his Fresh Prince dance, or that's really Carlton that does the dance, by the way, instead of
I know, but
Fresh
I
Prince.
kind of just added them together. They're
yeah,
like one
so we
joint
just made one person.
Yeah.
In any event, Will Smith is Deadshot. I think that he does a good job at portraying Deadshot. I don't know if the movie really is like the Deadshot movie. If you were to take away the title Suicide Squad, you could essentially put the title of the movie Deadshot. It's about him. It's about his character and his journey from where he started from to how things tie out with him. So it's kind of like when Captain America came out and it was Civil War, it was still a Captain America movie. Even though it was Captain America Civil War, this movie really should have been called like Deadshot Suicide Squad or something.
Deadshot's friends.
He's basically the star of the movie, and the movie is centered around him. The premise of the movie, Jesse's watching some Fresh Prince stuff on YouTube. This is where we took a detour to. That's Deadshot. All right, a couple of the other characters. To me, Killer Croc, best character in the movie. I really loved his.
Cool. I liked him.
Yeah, you liked him a lot.
I liked the way he looks like the image in the comic.
Yeah.
He looks cool.
Yeah.
I was surprised to find out, and I kind of thought so just from the acting, but I can never say this name the right way. And you can see my cheat sheets here. It's this guy.
No, you can't see it.
Yeah, you can't see that either.
What is it? Adewale?
Adewale.
Akinoyu Agbahe.
Yeah. That guy.
That guy.
It was Mr. Echo from Lost,
Yes.
which is still one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Fantastic job with him. And then a funny character that's in the movie that only gets like a minuscule amount of screen time is Adam Beach.
Who's that?
And he plays the character Slipknot, right? So Adam Beach, one of my favorite B movies of all time. He plays Kicking Wing in Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
And now he shows up here as Slipknot. What an incredibly different casting of talent. Holy mackerel.
As soon as I saw him on screen, I was like, oh my god, that's that. No.
Viola Davis was really good, believable. I bought into some of her stuff. I think when you watch some of the plot pieces with her, there were definitely a lot of pieces in this movie, and she contributed to a bunch of them where I was like, get the fuck out of here. You gotta be kidding me.
But I love Viola Davis. She's just incredible.
And then the main character, I don't want to say villain because everybody's a villain in the movie, and that kind of makes things difficult, but it's Enchantress, played by...
Cara Delevingne.
Thank God she's here. Like, Jessie came through. This is the one time in a movie
Oh,
where
how do
she's
you
gonna
know
come
how to
through.
pronounce that one?
She's part of the reason I think that I disliked so much of the movie, especially to the end. I mean, when you know, the movie is a fun ride here and there, and then you kind of hit these moments, and when you get to the end scene with her, I literally laughed out loud, and I'm not giving spoilers out.
No.
But when folks go to see the movie, maybe in like a week or so, we'll come back and we'll talk about spoilers, because holy cow, the ending scene with her, I literally almost busted a gut.
Yeah, he laughed, and I was like, oh boy.
It was genuinely awful. So anyway, we've talked a lot. Suicide Squad's going to make a ton of money. My understanding is that it needs to make at least $750 million in order to even break even because of the casting that they did with the movie. Some of my problems with the movie also go around the fact that I know that this had very late reshoots and edits to try to make it seem better. And I don't think that it necessarily achieved those goals. There are some things in the movie that I take, as almost like inside type jokes, where, the beginning part of the movie spends so much time introducing all of these characters to you, because I think it is difficult to not be bogged down with origin stories of folks, and kind of make some assumptions where some folks know people and some assumptions where they don't. But literally you're in the middle of like getting into the action, and Katana shows up out of nowhere. Like Randy Orton from out of nowhere.
I actually know who Katana is. But like you said, after everybody got together, they're ready to go, and all of a sudden she's like, ta-da! Like, wait a second. What?
Yeah. And that's kind of the way the movie felt. I think it's very schizophrenic in doling out story and calling back to different things. It doesn't seem to really know where it wants to go. So overall, 2 out of 5 for me. 2.5 out of 5 for Mary, and 3 out of 5 for Jessie. I'm sure you guys are probably going to go see it anyway, because I know the folks that watch our channel regularly are fans of these types of movies, so enjoy. On that note, I'm going to say goodbye. So thank you for all of your likes,
Your comments,
and your subscriptions.
treat others the way you want to be treated.
Have a great night. We'll see you
Bye,
guys
everybody.